Natal Saturn in Virgo. Important takeaways. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down natal Saturn in Virgo in detail, everything you need to know about this placement and how to master this placement. Now, I've talked about Saturn in Virgo before, but I wanted to redo this video so it's better. All right, so let's talk about natal Saturn in Virgo. So Saturn represents our fears and insecurities and what we need to master in this life to feel successful and accomplished. That's what Saturn represents. It represents our fears and insecurities and what we need to master in this life to feel successful and accomplished. Saturn also represents how we see our father, our experience with him, and our experience with authority figures. Okay, that's what Saturn also represents. It represents how we see our father, our experience with our father, and our experience with authority figures. Virgo is associated with service to others, organization, routine, self-improvement, and health-related matters. Okay, so when you talk about Virgo and Virgo-related energy, Virgo is associated with providing services to others, organization, routine, self-improvement, and health-related matters. Natal Saturn and Virgo people have fears and insecurities surrounding their ability to be organized, refined, and perfect. They have to overcome difficulties involving their health, work, and routine. Okay, so Saturn tells us what our fears and insecurities are. Virgo has to do with service to others, organization, routine, self-improvement, and health-related matters. The whole concept of being organized, refined, and perfect, and appearing perfect, like you've just got yourself completely together. So Saturn and Virgo people have fears and insecurities around their ability to do that, their ability to be organized, to be refined, to be perfect, to be all about self-improvement. They have to overcome difficulties involving their health, work, and routine. All right, so this is what natal Saturn and Virgo fears and insecurities are, and this is how they overcome them, by being all about organization, routine, and self-improvement. The father is seen as a man that is critical and harsh, a man that is service and health oriented, a man that is a perfectionist in some way, a man that revolves his life around self-improvement. This is the image of the father when you have natal Saturn in Virgo. The father is seen as a man that is critical and harsh. He's service and health oriented. He's a perfectionist in some way, a man that revolves his life around self-improvement. This is similar to having natal Saturn in the 6th house. When you have this placement, you want to make sure you study natal Saturn in the 6th house as well, because you will find that that information resonates with you and it sounds like you, because Virgo rules the 6th house. Okay, so make sure you study natal Saturn in the 6th house as well if you have this placement. Celebrity example: Kobe Bryant, Dr. Phil, and Usher, the singer. Now with Kobe Bryant, it was very obvious to see how he had his natal Saturn in Virgo, because he developed a reputation for being obsessed with his routine, obsessed with self-improvement. You know, people always tell stories about Kobe about how he was just a workaholic perfectionist machine. He would leave games and go practice. He would be the first one in the gym. I mean, just obsessed with improvement and being a better person. And he always talked about the struggles with his routine, because he would talk about how that was the reason why he started taking helicopters, because it would interrupt his ability to be efficient, right? So you see that there's struggles there associated with the routine and the ability to be efficient. And you see that he mastered all things involving being a perfectionist and improving himself. This is the best of natal Saturn in Virgo. Kobe Bryant is the perfect example of how to live this out in the correct way. You have to be all about self-improvement. And then you have Dr. Phil and Usher, which is also obvious that they have this placement, because Dr. Phil, he's a psychologist. Like, he literally lives his life to improve others and help others improve themselves. Usher, what's so funny about Usher is just recently there was a rumor that came out that, you know, he's struggling with some kind of STD, right? So it makes sense, because I talked about how there tends to be struggles with the health. And I know that had to be very difficult for him for that to come out into the public that he has a STD. And that was just a really bad stain on his reputation. Okay, so I just gave you 3 examples of how you see natal Saturn and Virgo in people. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you think. Take care.